Hello everybody. Good afternoon. This is Wayne Stock Wednesdays with Shamrock Warrior. Glad to be here. Glad to be broadcasting another wonderful show to you people. Got some of the technical difficulties done yesterday that plagued me the other day. So after my little venture with with the trying to figure out my donations, still haven't figured it out. Streamlabs needs to get their act together, but oh well, that's for another time. So but I have a great show in store for you guys. We're going to have a little David Grohl talk, a little Shannon Larkin talk from the music industry. I wish I could bring them on. That would be cool if they actually were special guests. That would be totally awesome, and that could be something unplugged, uncensored type deal. But I'm going to compare the two, and then we're going to have a little bit of I'm going to let you know what's being released this week. I will not have a game of the day, because the game of the day was going to be Mortal Kombat. I think I'm going to broadcast Mortal Kombat tomorrow during the show, so you can stay tuned with that. The only reason I'm not is I haven't had a chance to buy it yet. So once I buy it and download it today, we can do. I can broadcast that to you. I might actually be on a little bit later, because I might cut this first segment short, maybe a half an hour to an hour of talk, and then we're going to go, and then I'm going to buy Mortal Kombat, and then maybe be back a little bit later on and play some Mortal Kombat. Eventually I want to get Tekken 7 also, so that'll be cool. I'm really, actually, my forte is sports and fighting games, and sometimes a little bit of you know, sort of you know, combat too. So I will be right back. I need to head to the bathroom just for Alright, sorry about that. Had a call of nature all of a sudden. Had a big roast beef sandwich and a Pepsi today. Went to Arby's for lunch, so, and had quite a few soft drinks, so that went right through me. So I know you didn't need to know that, but that's the reason why. So going on further, we are like I said, I'm going to have a little David Grohl talk, a little bit of Shannon Larkin from Godsmack talk, and so let me know what you like and dislike about the two musicians. You know, David Grohl came up with Nirvana and then made his own band in Foo Fighters, and then he Shannon Larkin is with Godsmack. He was with Ugly Kid Joe, and a few other ones. So there's a little bit of history behind the two music artists, and they are really, really cool. I'm also going to have let you know about what conventions and events and conventions are going to be this week and next, what's coming up. So stay tuned for that. Like I said, I have a great show, but it will probably be a shortened one today. So just bear with me, trying to get everything all set and ready to go. So just give me a second with everything. So now let's talk about the two music artists. Both drummers by trade. One goes on and be I'm not saying that Shannon Larkin knows every instrument too, but his main forte is the drums. Now for David Carroll, it was the drums, but now it's the guitar and vocals and lead coverman person for Foo Fighters. I grew up with David Carroll. The guy is an excellent drummer, an excellent singer-songwriter. He's written almost every Foo Fighter. I think he's written every Foo Fighter album. He knows how to put a song together, that's for sure. And he also is a great advocate for alternative punk rock, grunge type music, and a little bit of his music is here. The last couple albums have gotten a little political in some songs. That's okay, but he still has the same jams from when he first started Foo Fighters, all the way from Nirvana. You know, he's still kind of speaking out. He took what Kurt Cobain did in Nirvana and sort of made it his own and flourished it and did a little bit different, but it still represents my generation and the type of mindset some of us have, and you know, we want to be heard type deal. So because back in the 90s and the 80s, kids weren't being heard like they are today, being more vocal. That's great, but that's what the type of music that Kurt Cobain put out with Nirvana and some of the other groups from the 80s and 90s. Now, Grohl, expanded it and did the same with the Foo Fighters when he brought that group together and made it a great group. So, David Grohl has a lineage of greatness. Okay, he is a great music artist. So, but back to Shannon Larkin. The guy, I watched him live with Godsmack. They were an opening act for Metallica. Okay, I love Metallica. They are one of the greatest heavy metal groups of all time. Okay, but for some reason, when I went to see him at the concert that I saw him at, And this was years ago, back in 04, 03, 04, maybe 05 or whatever. They outplayed, or Godsmack outplayed Metallica. I know a lot of you out there that are Metallica fans, but Godsmack outplayed Metallica that night. They were the opening act, and they outplayed the featured act. So it was awesome. If you ever get to see their dual drums that Saul and Shannon do, it is one of the greatest dual instrument battles during a concert that you'll ever see. It is phenomenal. They do all sorts of different type of stuff. They even put a bango on there. They do a whole great thing about it. So that night was the greatest concert I ever seen. Was that Godsmack Metallica concert. So, but they outplayed them. It was a phenomenal. People say that Godsmack is not, or wasn't as heavy. They have gotten a little bit heavier. So, I don't know. I just don't know. So, but it's up to you what you know, what you want and care about, you know, for what group. But I'm both a Metallica Godsmack fan anyway, so it don't really matter. It's just that night was great when you saw the dueling of the drums in Godsmack and their performance. So, but back to Shannon Larkin himself. He to me, he's just a great performer. He knows how to play the drums. He just doesn't play the drums. He is an artist, a god artist basically, that just loves to perform and show his real talents, and it just shows that he loves the music, and so it comes out in his performance as a drummer. You know, you have various, like Led Zeppelin's drummer. I can't think of his name right off the bat, but was a great drummer and performer. And Larkin, I believe, is in that same atmosphere as the Led Zeppelin drummer. So it's people have their opinion. It don't really matter. Everybody is not wrong. You like what you like. It doesn't really matter, does it? So, but he's been with some groups. He's been, different groups over the years. He's been with Candlebox that I love. During the 90s. Snot, Ugly Kid Joe, as I used to, I said before. Though I really don't want to mention this, but just for facts, he was with Vanilla Ice. I kind of don't want to really mention that or do it, but he was with Black Sabbath for a little bit, Stone Sour, Jaws Glass, Amen. So he's just some of the acts that he was associated or played with. So it's kind of cool. He's been around. He's just a very cool guy. He's from Chicago, Illinois, the great city of Chicago. Awesome. Been to Chicago many times. That's actually where I met James Hetfield. Surprisingly, at a bookstore. Got him autographed. Autographed a Chinese history book of all things. It was pretty cool. Kind of wanted to talk to him a little bit more, but he was busy and he had a concert in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That night or the next day or next night, something like that. I don't know what it was, but he had to go. But he did sign and autographed a book for me. So it was cool. Very, 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 very cool. So, but, so, I know a lot of people are saying, well, okay, well, there's good drummers in pop music and country music and stuff. Yeah, there's great drummers, in from the past and now, but I know more about heavy metal or the rock and roll genre than I do anything else than country, or because that's what I listen to. But I will listen to the other ones. I will not diss on any other type of music genre. So please be an open mind to other genres and what they put on the table. So you might enjoy it. It might give you something that you've been missing. Music to me is a part of your soul, So, but that's Shannon Larkin. He's a great drummer. Plays, of course, is from Godsmack. He absolutely performs great things. So now I want to shift gears and go to David Carroll. The guy is phenomenal in his own right. I've been listening to his music, or as a drummer, since Nirvana. A lot of people don't like Nirvana. A lot of people say they sold out. Marilyn Manson is one of them. But I don't criticize Marilyn Manson for that, because maybe Nirvana did. But that's not for us to decide, because people need to make money, first of all, to live, okay? And sometimes you might think they might sell out, and they really didn't. Who is to know? And who are we to actually tell people that they sold out? So, now, for instance, David Grohl is one of the greatest drummers. Well, not one of the greatest, but one of the better drummers that ever lived too. He's from Warren, Ohio. Spent a lot of his time in Virginia. He's played alternative, hard rock, grunge, heavy metal, punk. It's now punk rock now, or the new age punk rock, I guess, is what it is. They're labeling it now. It is, to me, Foo Fighters will always be alternative, grunge, or rock and roll. So, it's whatever you want to label it. It don't really matter. So, but like I said, he's a singer-songwriter and has the most awesomest songs there ever was, in my opinion. Now, some of the acts that he's been associated with is Scream, Nirvana, Late, Foo Fighters, as you know, also Queens of the Stone Age, Probot, Them Crooked Vultures, Ghost, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, God rest your soul, Tom Petty. Miss you, bud. You're an awesome music artist in your own right too. So uh, he just he's a great performer, a great entertainer, and that's what he is. He is not God. He is not a politician. He is just an entertainer that does great things, that keeps us, takes us away from the everyday grind of life. So, and I salute him for doing that. And Larkin and Godsmack, Metallica, and every other band and entertainer, and maybe movie actor and actress that you like to follow. So you have to enjoy the music, but Grohl, he started out with Scream from 1986 to 1990, joined Nirvana in 90 to 94, and that was in 94. We all know what happened. Kurt Cobain committed suicide, and that was it to Nirvana. So, and then after Nirvana, in the same year, he brought together the Foo Fighters, and the Foo Fighters have been jamming ever since. Some of those records, I would like to actually go back to Larkin too and Godsmack and let you know about some of the actual other albums that they have produced. Let's see, their debut album back in 94, 95. Then they had a album called The Color and the Shapes that came out in 96, 97. I actually bought that. They still were selling tapes for you youngins out there. There is a thing called tapes, not DVDs, that were sold. But that came out in 96, 97. I actually bought that when I was out camping in Jackson, Wyoming. Shout out to my people out in Wyoming. That album, bought it there. It was a great album. I believe Monkey Wrench was one of the songs. Was one of the great songs. Everlong, my ultimate favorite songs. Everlong and My Hero. My Hero was about Kurt Cobain. We ended up finding out. So then the next album from 98 to 2001 was There Was Nothing Left to Lose. Next after that, 2001, 2004, One by One. You probably know the song One by One, or All My Life, Times Like These, Low, Have It All. And yeah, and also there was the One by One song. And then 05, 06, In Your Honor. Also, not as familiar with that album. Then there was Echo, Silence, Patience, Grace, and Great Hits that they put out 07 through 09. Wasting Light, 2010 through 2012. Sonic Highways, 2013 through 2015. So, and then they got some other stuff going on. But that's basically all the albums and stuff that the group Foo Fighters has accomplished. And David Grohl was the creator of all this. Well, I want to say Kurt Cobain was the full father of all this, and he really was. But David Grohl extended what Kurt Cobain was doing and made his own awesome group. So, and they also, Foo Fighters actually also has a really awesome drummer too, as you guys know. So, but it like I said, you might think Foo Fighters is crap. That's okay. That's fine. It's up to you. I'm not judging you. If you tell it to my face, that's okay. Hey, it's the music I like. It's the music you like. So, it's okay. It's okay. But let me get back to the some of the Godsmack albums that were released. All wound up 95 to 97. Godsmack's self-titled album, Godsmack, from 98, 99. Awake, great album too. 2000 to 2001. And then you had they did a movie song that was awesome for the Scorpion King. The movie was okay, but the song was actually even better. But the album also that featured that same I Stand Alone from Scorpion King also was on Faceless and the Other Side. That was 02 to 05. And then fourth and in 10 years of Godsmack came the fourth album. That would be, they just title it fourth. 06 to 2007. 08 to 13, The Oracle and Break. And then we got in 2014 we got 1000 Horsepower. That was the album that kicked it up a notch and made them legendary in my eyes. This is where they went to the Metallica level and just made them legendary because they cranked it up and made it a little bit more heavy, or a lot more heavy, and now we can say they are a great heavy metal band. So they had that one, and then 2017 just came out last year, When Legends Rise. Actually, it was released this year. I'm sorry, it was released this year, April 27th. It's actually a newly released album, for about not even a month now. Sorry about that. Great album. I mean, stellar album. I like what they did. Parts of the first track that was released is okay, but the rest of it just kicks butt. I love it. I think they're going in a great direction, Godsmack. So, but that's all the talk for the David Grohl, Shannon Larkin bios. So I want to head to some of the new releases that are going to be coming out this year. So I want to let you guys know about some of the awesome, great releases. I just want to give a shout out to some people in the audience. Thank you for joining the broadcast. Last to know, thank you for joining. Thank you, Tank from Misfits of Gaming, of joining, and Nicole Cole attendees. I don't know. We'll just call you 03. Thank you for joining I do appreciate you people joining. If you haven't followed me and you like the channel, please shout some love to my follow button. I do appreciate whatever. I don't, if you don't like something information I present to you, that's okay. I'm not going to criticize you. It's great to have people just conversation and give me the feedback. Okay, it doesn't matter. Just be kind to each other out there. I do want you to be kind to one another. So but going forward, I will eventually, once I get some Mortal Kombat bought and installed on my PC, I will probably be back doing that for you, and we will have some gaming maybe today or definitely tomorrow. I just want to let you know that I just have to do some game buying. Woo woo! Game buying. Who doesn't like some game buying? I know Tank does. Let me know, Tank. Give me a shout out, Tank, and say you do. I know you do. And I know you do. So, but I know Lassino likes video games too. He's a great individual that has been helping me out with the modding. So, give a shout out to the people in the crowd. But now I want to focus on the new releases really quickly, and then some events. I do have a big announcement to make for you people out there in the crowd. Le Deutsch. If you speak of the Deutsch, then that's awesome. Tu parles français for the French people. Italiana for you Italians. Sprechen Sie no Espanol for you Spanish speaking people. It's awesome. You're all great from around the world. We should love one another. So learn another language. It'll give you some culture. So, but back to the programming of today. Got a little offbeat there. Oh well, so sad. Oh no. But okay, we are in week 25th. So the little some of the albums that are coming out this Friday. Not a lot, but I'll let you know. And I'm going to let you know on some. I'll give you the information this week. Not too much. The Churches, Gervasis, however you say that name, Electric Light is coming out. Shawn Mendes, self-titled Shawn Mendes. Dear Nora, Skull Example, Snow Patrol Wilderness is their new album. So check their albums out. It should be awesome. If you like any of these groups, I don't really listen to any of them personally, but I think you should, because it'll give you some diversity. You people need some diversity in your life. So, but that's what's coming out. Next week you have a couple more coming out. Not too many. There's some other bigger names in a couple weeks that are coming out. And then on the week of 15th, they're looking a little bit more ahead. There's quite a few bigger names that will be coming out. Oh, and looking even forward past that, a new 9 Inch Nails album's coming out. I am very excited. Woo woo! New 9-Inch Nails. All right, party on. That's going to be called Bad Witches, but I'll let you know. That's a few weeks from now. I don't want to jump too much ahead on that. But that's the new releases for Wayne Stock Wednesday, and it's awesome. So now I want to exchange tracks and go on to the events and convention stuff. We have E3 is gonna be in about I believe a couple 2-3 weeks from now. Me and Tank from Misfits will be all that week. When they announce something, we'll be with you doing a special show every time they will be gaming. We'll be playing a game, and when the announcement comes or a press conference, we will be commenting on the new announcements in E3. So stick around for that. Please join us for that. More details on that will be available on both Misfits of Gaming channel webpage and my webpage, the theShamrockBlock channel. So please check our channel pages for more details on E3 and when it's going to be here, and when the announcements are going to be, and what our programming is going to be, and what we're going to game each and every day for those special events. Okay, or for that special events. I shouldn't say there's not more than one, but there's just one. But oh well. I was running out of things to say there for a second. Oh well. We all do it. Whatever. Just winging it kind of today. So, kind of had a couple of hard days. So, we're going to try to kind of have a relaxing Wayne Stock Wednesday. Wayne Stockers. Love it. Want more of it. So, I would like to know if the audience, last to know, and Mr. Tanky have anything they want to add to the broadcast. Please, like I said, follow me on Twitch. I'm on other platforms now, actually. Just want to announce the new platforms that I am on. I'm on Mixer, YouTube, Stream Me, Smashcast, YouNow, and Vampers TV. So I just would like to let you know all about that. So that I am with you know, just wanting to let you know that the new stuff, and we will try to keep on rolling. So I'm on some new stuff, and we will try to keep giving you information as it comes in. So now one more thing before I let you go. I will try to get back as soon as possible and try to do some Mortal Kombat for you as soon as I buy it. And I'm going to try to buy some other games too. Maybe though, we will have some games for you this afternoon. I know I'm sorry about that and everything. So, um, but I'm gonna let you guys go so you can have a good afternoon, and maybe see you in a little bit for some gaming. Um, so keep your sticks on the ice. Keep your game pads at hand. Thank you to Last to Know. Thank you for moderating. And also you, Tank from Misfits. And please go to Last to Know and Misfits Gaming. They are awesome. Give them a follow. I know you can subscribe to Misfits. Please do that. Please give a good thank you to Last to Know if you're in the channel right now. So have a good one. Like I said, keep your sticks on the ice. And keep your game pads in hand, and have a good day.